This is Odin's Wolf Survival, and today I have a brand new Avispa frame lock knife. It was designed by Randolph's Adventure and Training, built by BRK, that's located in Marion, VA, and well, that's the warranty. It's actually made in Taiwan, and I ended up with a brand new one due to an error on my part. As one of these, an older version that I've had for some number of years, was part of my everyday carry all the time. That was one of my favorite blades to carry. And one day at home, it ended up coming up missing. And I knew I'd had it and I couldn't find it. So I spent a bit of time looking for it. Made me mad. I ordered a brand new one when I could find it, because sometimes they're, due to the shipping and stuff that's going on now with all the other crap, they don't always show up as available. And I had just happened to get one that was AUS 8 steel. This is AUS 8 steel. My old one was AUS 8. I didn't realize they had made one in D2. Otherwise I'd have probably grabbed it just because. And I like the OD color, so I got that again. They make it in several variations: black, stonewashed blade. I like the stonewashed. I think a few different colors on the scale, but that's neither here nor there. I just like the OD. That's what I've had, so that's what I was going to get again. And needless to say, just as soon as it got to the point where it had shipped and I couldn't do anything about it, I found the other one, just right where I set it, sitting out in the open, right where I looked probably 20 times. Didn't even see it for some reason. It was kind of funny, but it irritated me at first, but now it's like, okay, I got another one just in case something like that happens again. Everybody can pull a good one. It's just funny if you know, tales like that you can pass on. And if I remember right, Avispa means hornet, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm sure I'll get corrected if I'm wrong, but that's fine. Take a look. This thing, and these AUS 8s, I usually I keep mine just shy of shaving normally, where it bites in the thumbnail good. But they hold an edge pretty fair. Yeah, I just strop it on the back of a leather case for my stone. Okay, yep, this pops open. It's brand new. They move really easy. If I recall correctly, there are ball bearings in here, and you can tell that bites really nicely. Okay, out of the box, we're gonna check. Oh yeah. That's out of the box. That's impressive. Takes hair right off. You can see the nice stonewash. It's a deep stonewash blade. This doesn't seem to polish up much. It holds its look, which I like. Frame lock, which I really like because they're usually pretty damn strong. Stainless steel. Scale, and I don't honestly remember what the scale's made out of, but it doesn't seem to get slicked much when it's wet, bloody, whatever, and this has been all of it. Fits in the pocket really nice. 4 position for your clip. But I like this, then when it's hanging in your pocket, it's not like a thicker knife. It's not making itself known all the time, but it's always there when you need it. Nice strong clip. I haven't managed to bend mine or break it. But there's the brand new one. And this is the old one. And you can tell it's been beat around. It's got micro scratches. The surface is textured a little bit. The edge has a couple of tiny little nicks that I don't even remember how I managed to pull that off. And the only thing I usually do to this is hone it with a ceramic and a leather. I mean, it just doesn't take that much to keep it sharp. and it's I mean, to the point where I like it, because it's just like, that's where I like it. If it's biting in the thumbnail, it's sharp enough to do everything I need to do, and it doesn't tend to want to roll the edge off of it. You know, you can take an edge down too fine for field work. And this is a knife that I almost always have with me in one way or another. Even if I'm wearing shorts with no pockets, I clip it into the band on the inside. It's always with me. This is my favorite EDC knife. I'm considering getting the one in D2. And if I do, I'll come back and do another review. But this is going back in the shelf where I know where it's at, in case this one decides to go walkabout again. I highly recommend getting these. They run in at 35 to 50 bucks depending on who and where you get them from. I got this one on Amazon and I think it run me 35 at the time I got it, which wasn't very long ago. And the D2 ones are a little more expensive. The colors, I think you can get them black blade instead of stone washed, and you can get OD green. I think they have tan and black scales. I could be wrong, but you will not be disappointed in this knife for the price. For the price, it's an excellent value. Very strong lock. We'll see what this is. Got some leather, and it just, you can tell it just cuts pretty easy. And this leather is some of the more pain in the act to cut. And the edge is still right there. That does everything I needed to do. I've made feather sticks with these, set up bow drills for fires, you name it. Drop point edge, flat grind, thin blade. My one test with most knives that I like to carry EDC is I want a blade that's strong, yet thin enough that you can slice paper thin slices of an onion or anything along that line without it, cheese, whatever, without it blowing it apart. The thick knives that everybody likes to carry, if you're going to cut up anything like when you're camp cooking, you end up having to cut chunks because it won't cut thin. These are strong enough to do what you need, yet cut thin. The Esee Avispa, designed by Randolph's Adventure and Training, by BRK, which I think is Bark River Knives, and they're available on Amazon. So if you don't have one, take a look at it. If you're looking for a knife or a knife for a gift, most people won't be disappointed with this, and if you are, you're probably too snooty to deal with it anyway. One thing I did do is I switched the clip around because I like to carry it point down, so when I pull it out of my pocket, it's just right there to flick it open. This way you're carrying with the joint up. So all you do is you take a little, there's little star bit drives, and move everything around. It's easy enough, just tighten them down. I put a little bit of fingernail polish on the screws as they're going in. That way it keeps them from wanting to back out. I've never had issues with this one backing out. The first cut was my old one. This cut is a brand new one. Nice sharp knife right out of the box. We're sitting there hacking through leather on a board. That one's shaved. It's still shaven. And this leather is pretty rugged leather. You won't go wrong with this knife. Like I said, these are my favorite EDC carry knives, and they have been for some number of years.